Hello there. So, I wanted to kind of present this because I've used it in a few videos, and I even made a little short using showing it off. But this is the prop motion tracker from specifically from Alien Isolation. At least the shape and the design of it is, right? Now, this only took collectively, I mean, I spaced it over several days, like with most of my projects, but I would say a day's worth of time in total. It's not too big or complicated. It's just getting the right parts and sizing everything properly. Especially since this area here, this is just a bunch of scrap wood pieces, right? But the exact size depends on your phone, because one of the most important pieces is this case here. You can get it at whatever phone or tech store, but get a carrying little case like this for your specific model of phone, and then I just screwed it right into there. So it might be bigger, it might be smaller. That's really the only variable that you can control for that will be different. Everything else, though, can be pretty standard, right? Just a simple wooden dowel that can fit the size of your grip of your fist, and then just thin pieces to make the rest of it here, right? Thin pieces of wood that I cut out. The wires, this can be acquired from any old computer parts, any hobby robotics kits. This thick one down here, this is like an old printer cable. So really just reusing a lot of stuff. I mean, this up here is actually from another cosplay, another piece that I worked on, that big helmet, that EVA suit in an older video. In order to get that cage on the helmet, I had to cut a section out, right? And, well, this is part of that section. I just drilled 3 holes, stuck it in, and treat it like an array, an antenna type thing. On the side here, these little buttons, these are actually little pieces in a chandelier, an old chandelier that we trashed. But these are like little cut pieces that held the fake candles. And then I just covered them with thin pieces of EVA foam. You could replace this with anything that's small and cylindrical, like a small Lego piece, or what else? Even like just a foam dowel stuck onto there, cut a section of that. Or a super thin section of, very thin PVC. Anything like that would work. Because I know that's a very specific, thing that not everybody would have from an old chandelier. As far as the front, this is just, I think this kind of looks like a 3-inch PVC, or maybe 3.5-inch PVC. And I just used some screen mesh patching to cover the front. And make sure it stays on, I still use some super glue around the edge. The battery, sort of battery pack, this is actually an old box that, not this one, but a phone came in. So if you get a new phone, or family member gets a new phone, whatever, hold on to the box. They're pretty good size for this type of thing. They make decent little battery packs and knickknacks for this. For carrying, I just got an old strap. This went to my old high school saxophone. And then I just got a clip here. Drilled a hole through the side and clipped it on. And that's about it. Paint-wise, I would just, again, recommend something like a flat or matte black. This here, I used a thicker... I can't remember exactly what it was, but if you get like a, what's it called? A plastic dip or some sort of thick spray-on plastic coating, right? It'll give you a better grip, and it will also give it a better texture that is different from the rest of the piece. So, you can also mix in some silvery metal paint as well, kind of dust it on there. So it gives that more made of metal look, right? That way it's not so monotone. Or better yet, you could even spray the whole thing metallic and then slowly add black so it looks a bit more dirty, right? It depends on, your own preference there. But to show how it works here, let me pull this up off screen. Where's the app? Here it is. All right, so you would open up your app and clip it in. All right. Now, the only downside that I've faced with this exactly is that the exact motion and sound effect here is being simulated by the movie version of Aliens. So it's a little different, but it still gets the point across and works pretty well. Right? And you can really tap it in. And you can look this up on the Play Store. Download it for free. And you can move it around and everything. And then after some time, the dots, when they get to the center, they sort of despawn. And that's that. Oh, come on now. My Godzilla screensaver. Alright. And that's basically the prop. Simple, effective, and, well, practical. You still get the live effect from your phone. And that is basically it. So, without further ado, I will catch you in the next one. I do thank you for joining, and I hope y'all have a good night. Peace.